Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Monday, April 9th, 2018. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin was down 4.18% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 6,737, a high of 7,156, and a low of 6,717. That's $1 for 14,854 Satoshis. The Mayer multiple is at 0.71, with a Bitcoin price of around 6,740, a 200-day moving average of 9,514. The Mayer multiple has been higher 91% of the time, with an average of 1.57. Bitcoin tanks below $7,000, down 6% in 2 hours. They say it's because of tax-related selling causing the sell-off. Thomas Lee, head of research at Fundstrat Global Advisors, says that U.S. households likely owe up to $25 billion in capital gains taxes for their cryptocurrency holdings. To meet tax liabilities, investors are selling Bitcoin, which could mean massive selling into US dollars ahead of the April 17th tax deadline. Could it just be tax selling, or is there more? Let's go to Omkar Godbol and the charts from CoinDesk. The view, the immediate outlook is neutral. This is a new one for the chartists. It's not going to rain, and it's not going to rain. On the higher side, the key level to watch out for is 7,500. If passed, Bitcoin could see a sustained rally to 8,500, the double bottom breakout target. On the downside, the focus is on the April 1st low of 6,425. A close below that level over the next few days could put a slide to $6,000 back on the table. The @Bitcoin drama has reached the Financial Times, with the Financial Times writing, "What's up with @Bitcoin?" They discuss it back and forth, calling it a religious schism, traditionalists versus Bcashers. Interesting story from the Financial Times. We also saw finance magnates weigh in, saying that Twitter cancels @Bitcoin account as its CEO invests in the competing Lightning Network. Is a conflict of interest at play? Interesting take from financial magnates. We also had much more coverage, as you can see, Crypto News India, Cryptona, Crypto Crimson, Crypto Slate, Coin Speaker, TNW. Okay, so not that much more coverage. TNW, I guess. And Doug Polk weighed in on Twitter saying, this is like saying if Pepsi owned Coca-Cola's Twitter and was constantly tweeting about how bad Coke is, deleting its account would be anti-free speech. Entities deserve to be able to represent themselves, not have other people pretend to represent them. Ooh, serious burn on the Ver crowd. And the current state of the @Bitcoin Twitter account, it's owned by a person named K. He says his name is Andre from Moscow, Russia. So it's not the Turkish guy anymore. He's tweeted 543 times already. They're all private. He's following 595 and has 1,600 followers. Why not give it a try? As you can see, the account is protected now. It's no longer a public account. It's a strange decision by Twitter to give the account to a random person. You think they'd have some kind of something smarter to do here. Like, what do they do with the @Linux account? Like, is it just terrible garbage? Like, let's see. @Linux, the latest buzz from Linux world. What are clouds made of? Linux servers, mostly. Good. So this looks okay. I don't know how it happened, but maybe Linux protected their account better than @Bitcoin. But there must be a better solution where they could just change it to a Twitter search for Bitcoin tweets, something more generic. Giving it to another random person hardly seems like a solution, but that is the current situation. We had a great profile in the New Yorker And you know what that means. It's way too long to read, but it's all about Michael Novogratz. And it practically makes him bigger than Bitcoin because he's going to be the Forrest Gump of Bitcoin. And he's making all his investments in Bitcoin now. And it's going to turn his whole reputation and everything around if he's right. Dear students, everything in Bitcoin's way is your $1 billion opportunity. As Ari Paul from Block Tower Capital spoke at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton Business School at their Penn Blockchain, the inaugural crypto conference, he said, "No one owns it and no one uses it." He's not being negative. These are not negative things that he's saying about Bitcoin. He's saying these are opportunities. As a student right now, if you know computer programming, if you can get involved in Bitcoin somehow, you have the chance to change these things, to change no one from owning it to someone owning it, and from no one using it to everyone using it. It's a pretty exciting time, really. Like they say, it's new, it's nascent, there's bugs, but it's very exciting and also very risky. That's what young people should do. They should take risks. And former Bitcoin CEO no longer believes in Bitcoin. That's right, he's back again, even though we don't want him to be here. Mark Karpelès, who may become a billionaire based upon his holdings of the Mt. Gox exchange, is now back to bag on Bitcoin some more. Sounding off on Reddit, Karpelès said, "The technology is here to stay, but Bitcoin may have trouble evolving and keeping up. I could be wrong about this. I've been wrong about a lot of things. Isn't that the truth?" Still, worthy of a major article in Fortune magazine, even when Karpelès just types on Reddit. And in more education news, top business schools add Bitcoin classes, expand cryptocurrency MBA offerings. Kevin Werbach, a professor at the Wharton School of University of Pennsylvania, will teach a class in the fall of 2018 called Blockchain, Cryptocurrency, and Distributed Ledger Technology. We're at a point where there's a critical mass to teach this domain. There will be a real phenomenon in business for the foreseeable future. And 5 years down the road, there won't be too many business schools that don't offer similar classes. Amazing how far we've come in just the first 6 or 7 years of Bitcoin. Comma.ai raises $5 million. Shout out to George Hotz, hacker of the PlayStation and creator of Comma.ai. Comma, as you might have heard, spin off from some Bitcoin companies and so forth, but basically it started out as an open source, as a driving kit that you could add into your car and upgrade your car to be a self-driving car. Unfortunately, they received a warning letter from the National Highway and Traffic Safety Administration in accordance to regulatory compliance. Comma.ai then open sourced their project, releasing it to the world, and now has raised $5 million more to continue working on an open source car kit. Right now, they say it's like a Fitbit for your car. You can put it in the computer slot of your car. Apparently, all cars have computer slots now. And it'll communicate to your phone and so forth, all the information that's going on in your car. And eventually, he hopes to make all cars self-driving cars. Pleb investor friends be like, "I wanted to buy Bitcoin at 20K, but didn't. Now Bitcoin's at 7K and they won't touch it. Bitcoin will go to 100K and I'll have to listen to their sob stories forever." FML. Why didn't I cash out at 20K and accept 10K in 8 months? Comrades. That's because I didn't buy into Bitcoin to make 10K in 8 months. I bought into Bitcoin because it's a gift to the world that will make the world a better place for me and for those who come after me. Bill Burden at BTC seminar. Peter Todd has an important reminder. He just bought a new backup drive, and as usual, he encrypted it, saved data to it, and put it in storage. A while later, he figured out that the password didn't work. It asks you to pass the Lux asks you to type the password twice. His best guess is that he made the same typo both times. Fortunately, he was trying to decrypt it to add another backup, not to recover data, so nothing was lost. But still, failing to test that he could restore the backup was pretty sloppy. It's important to test. That's why if you have a Bitcoin wallet, you might want to send a small amount to it first, have the small amount get there, maybe even test the wallet, send a small amount back out to prove that you'll be able to do it later. Might only take a few minutes or a few dollars to test, but you don't want to have your backup encrypted or your Bitcoins encrypted in a way that you can't get to them. And that's about it for this episode of Today in Bitcoin. Thanks for stopping by. As they say in the chat, it sounds dirty when I say give me a thumbs up down below, but you could do that if you'd like. Also, be sure to subscribe. And if you'd like to, you could donate Bitcoin to the QR code on your screen right now. We've had some recent donations from Bitcoin donor 0.00140595, 0.00129871, and 0.00334494. Thanks so much for your donations. You could also support us on Patreon, where you can subscribe with your credit card and pay as little as $2 a month to support the show. Bonus feature. Did you know the panoramic feature on your phone is a way to create cute little autos when you scan the freeway with it? Check it out. Definitely doing this next time I'm on the freeway not driving. Look at that. Fun, fun, fun. And all Dutch trains now run entirely on renewable energy. Amazing story from Amsterdam and Holland, where they're now able to maintain enough power with windmills to power 2.4 million homes and their entire train system. Very cool. And the etymology of bull markets versus bear markets. The terms bear and bull are thought to derive from the way in which each animal attacks its opponents. That is, a bull will thrust its horns up in the air, while a bear will swipe down. Very cool. Interesting story. And thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.